Boom. What you looking at?
I'm trying to figure it out. No, I'm kidding. Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Side Eye
Chat.
Girl.
She was taking a sip of
She
her
should have swallowed real quick.
lemonade.
So she could say chat.
Chatterade.
Anyways, this is episode
43.
So one thing we forgot to mention last week. Oh shoot.
Girl, every week we
Glad it
do
was
the
y'all.
same thing.
One thing we forgot to mention last week was we had our 1 year anniversary.
1 year anniversary. The live
We've been
was
doing
the
this
week
for
for
one
a year.
whole year.
That's crazy. A whole year.
Y'all should go back and look at episode 1.
Ooh, don't go back. I mean, it was good topics.
It was good topics, but
Really good topics, but
was quarantining.
It was definitely during the quarantine, and we didn't have no clue what we was doing.
So we would definitely like to say thank you to everybody who attended our live show at Gemini Hookah Lounge last week. We had an amazing time and tons of support. So thank you to all of you guys that came out and
Even the people that like came out and like
that
hung
just
out
came there. They
afterwards.
hung out after. Yeah, we
That was
hung
cool.
out.
We really got to like see
We
people
hung
face to
out. We
face.
hung
Some
out.
people hung out just a
Hanging.
little
It
too
was
much.
hanging.
Some people hang out
Shout out to our
too much.
special guests, May and Steve.
Steve-O. Yes, thank you guys for definitely attending and coming on the show. And we appreciate all of your support. So if you are just now tuning in, make sure that you share the live. Just hit the button, like right now, share.
It costs nothing to
It's
share.
free. So
You
share the
too.
live. If you are not following us on Facebook, go follow us at Side Eye Chats and also follow us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter.
All of them.
All of that, all of that.
Looking real.
All of them.
Sad.
So yeah, make sure y'all are following
So
us.
come follow us.
Okay, y'all
Let's
ready?
get it started. Let's get
So-
it. Hey Angie.
Hey,
Bucket
girl.
list
I ain't forget
feud.
this week.
Bucket list feud.
Bucket list feud. One thing that you want to do ASAP, like right now, now. Bucket list. Give it to me.
One thing I want to do right now.
Right now.
I'm so scared, but I want to go skydiving.
Shut
me
up.
too.
I'm
I
so
can't
scared,
stand her. She's
but
like
I
so
wanna
in my
do it.
head. I hate when she answers first and has my answer.
That is
Because
not your answer. You
that
should
is
be like,
totally my answer.
That was your answer?
Yes, I want to do it from when I turned 30, and I'm totally 4 years away from not doing
Not
it
do
yet.
it. No, she didn't do it yet.
I had a friend who did that for her 30th. She
What,
went
skydiving?
I didn't enjoy
wanna-
skydiving.
So I've done that
No,
too.
she
But
did
it's
real
not the
good.
same.
Yeah, it's not the same.
So one of my coworkers, her son went skydiving, and I saw the video, and it just looked so much fun. So I want to do I definitely want to go skydiving, even though I'm scared. I still want to do it. That's my bucket list. What's your bucket list?
bungee jumping?
Nah, I'm not doing that.
That
Because
cool.
all I remember is, Hillary, will you marry? Splat.
Splat.
And if you don't know that, then you're just too young. I'm sorry.
They don't know.
They don't know what that came from.
What's your number 2 since I took your number 1?
Let's
list.
go to the comments and then let me think of a number 2
see.
because you took my number 1.
Let me see. Anybody in the comments? Bucket list, bucket list, bucket list. And Antonio said become a millionaire.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
you
get
gotta,
on it.
like, win the lottery or something.
Make us a millionaire. Millionaires. Look.
No, I want to go to Greece and Rome. Like, I want to go.
You want to go
there.
to Greece and Rome or Rome and Greece?
Greece, Rome.
Oh, I
Italy.
thought you wanted to roam around Greece. That's what I was saying.
You jerk face.
She wants to go to Greece and Rome.
Yes. Greece,
said
Rome,
fly
Italy,
to
all that
Fiji.
stuff.
Fly to Fiji.
That's beautiful.
Ooh, that
Yes,
would be
Candace,
nice.
Fresh Prince. You got it, dude.
She's not that young.
She said, oh,
Candace?
and never been on a plane
Yeah,
yet.
no.
Whoa.
Oh, so she wants to fly. Definitely fly. What's another bucket list for you? Put you back on the spot.
I
forgot
know.
about-
I don't know. Okay, hold on. I gotta
I think my next bucket list one would
I
probably
really
be
wanna
go
travel.
skinny dipping.
I've done that.
I haven't done that. I knew you did it.
In
Duh.
Jamaica. In Jamaica.
I think that would be pretty cool. Just like, yeah.
You got to be free. It's quite liberating.
Yeah. Angie, what's your next one? Bucket list. That's it? Bungee jumping? Boring.
That must mean that she lives her life.
That's it? Just bungee jumping.
That's it for now.
No.
That for now. All right. And Ray said rush the profit from the Penny building. So, all right.
Go to Maldives. That's it.
Yeah.
Maldives.
Maldives.
Maldives nut.
Maldives. In your mouth. Oh my gosh.
Well,
Hopefully everybody's been having a wonderful week. Being that you guys
Oh,
are
I
not.
do have a bucket list that
Another
I did
one?
not get to accomplish. I wanted to accomplish it last year, but my trip got canceled. I'm trying to be bent over on the balcony in Vegas
man.
with the strip in the background. At the Cosmopolitan in the wraparound.
That sounds like a dream.
In the wraparound, what is it called? The balcony.
Oh.
The trip was booked, but we had to cancel it. But it's coming.
Okay.
Okay, and
She got big plans.
Ray said, "Have sex on a private jet."
Okay, you want to be in the mountain?
Big ballin' Ray, go ahead.
All right.
What you waiting on?
Okay.
Baller.
You got to get that private jet first.
Right.
That's what you got to wait on.
He can
That
rent
part.
it. He can rent it.
I'm sorry.
Ray
Ain't
can
no
do it. He
dick
got
worth
bands.
that much.
Ray got bands.
just to get some.
He not gonna miss it.
on them.
Ain't that right, Ray?
Okay. Next topic.
Move it on.
Move it
It's
on.
already up.
It's up
Yep.
and it's stuck.
It's on you, Angie.
Angie, it's up and it's
Why
stuck.
does society believe everything black represents all black people and black culture?
That's really annoying.
Because they just feel like all black people are like one type of people.
Black people are
It's like,
not
oh.
monolithic.
Right. That part.
All black people do not have the same experience in life.
Every black person's favorite food is chicken.
And watermelon.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Why do people, even black people, when
Black
they
people
see
do it.
people acting a fool on the internet, they say those people are making black people look bad.
I
Why
don't
they
know.
just can't be making themselves look bad?
Right.
Why do they have to be the representation of all black
Because
people?
I am not a reflection
Well, that's
of
what
you.
everybody looks at it as. Like, people see if other races out there acting a dang on fool, they don't say that one person represents the entire race. But I kid you not, I feel like I hear that all the time.
Right.
Like, if a black person's acting a fool, it's
Black-
all black
those
people
black
acting a
people.
fool.
Black people on Basketball Wives acting a fool, then they represent all black
All
people.
black people. It's just like the
That's
complete
crazy.
stereotype. I truly cannot stand
When
that.
Becky is on the internet acting a fool, nobody ever said
The
she
Karens, ain't
represent
nobody said all the
white
Karens.
people.
Nobody said that
Wait,
Karens
who's
represented all white people.
Becky,
Who's
any
Becky?
Becky could be
You
any
talking about
Becky
Miles was
Caucasian
talking
woman.
Oh,
Any
that Becky.
Caucasian woman.
Oh, well,
That
Could be a
Becky.
Becky.
well, when the Karens came out, nobody sat there and said that the
That
Karens
too.
represented the entire race.
It's just, I think that's just a stigma that's been like that for so long. Like, they just group all black people in one category.
Because it's easier to, this is my opinion, I think it's easier to discredit black people as a whole if you try to lump everything up into one when it's bad. You know what I mean? Like, if Obama, like
Nobody.
for example, Obama come along, we got to get reminded that he's mixed and half white. But if it's something bad, then that person just represent all black people, and I think it's just a way to try to make black people look bad.
I don't even pay it any mind because I'm Brazilian.
Wow.
Anyways.
That part, crickets.
Okay.
But yeah, that kind of grinds my gears that they do link everything like together for us. And I don't really even know if there's a way to necessarily even stop that, because it's so, like you said, Angie, we do it to ourselves and other people do it to us. So it's like you fighting a losing battle, trying to get there to be some sort of separation and just say, hey, no, this person who happens to be black acted a fool or did something stupid.
They need to be representing them, not everybody.
Not the culture.
Represent your mama and your family, not everybody.
They say they pack blame or pack shame.
Right.
Period.
All right, y'all.
Her.
The moral of the story is black people are not monolithic.
We are not all the same. Well, they are not all the same.
We are not the same. I
They-
am a Martian.
What? Guys, share the live, share the live, share the live. If you haven't done so. Let's see. Kingo Goodsman said, at least we don't act like them white folks off the Jackass show. You guys watch that?
I used to
used
watch
to.
that. Now let me tell you something. They did some funny pranks though. Like, they would do some really dumb stuff though.
Yeah.
Like set their balls on fire or something, and just be like, who does
Set their
like?
balls on fire.
I mean, they Jackass. They did
Yeah,
do
they
crazy
did pretty much
stuff,
anything.
like anything for
And
a
the poor
like.
uncle, he used to torture that man. May he rest in peace.
All right, so what are some things that you guys are doing differently to break generational curses?
I feel like we had this question before.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I just feel like we did.
I don't think so because I don't remember talking about generational curses.
Yeah, I
Maybe
don't
not.
remember that.
But so for those of you who like don't understand generational curses, like it's just stuff that tends to repeat itself within your family typically. But generational doesn't just have to be within your family. It could be within like the entire culture. Just like we just said, people lumping, all Black people together. So what, it could be something that you're doing to help break the cultural generational curse, or something that you're doing to help break your own family's generational curse.
Right. Okay.
Let me think.
Well, I can say one thing that I am doing to break generational curses is I'm setting my kids up to be successful in life. One, right now while they're teenagers, I'm building their credit by adding them to my credit cards, not messing up their credit before they are even old enough to use it. So by the time they graduate high school, they'll be good.
Straight.
Like, for example, right now, my 10-year-old son has his credit score in the 700s right now.
Man,
so
you want to co-sign for my next
y'all gotta get up on it, okay?
But no, that's really smart
right?
though. That's really smart though.
Get up on it now.
So when they graduate, they're already set. Like, you don't have to worry about like being pre-approved for nothing. It's gonna be like approved.
Right.
So that's really good.
Because when I went to college, nobody told me, look, they gonna hound you. They gonna be like, you can apply for all these credit cards. So here I am as a college student with like 4 credit cards, and it sounds simple. Oh, $20 a month. But then once you get 4-5 credit cards, and it's either you go to the grocery store and buy you some oodles and noodles, or you pay this credit card, what do you think a 19, 20-year-old gonna do? I'ma eat. So I've had to rebuild my own credit. And so now I'm trying to get my kids out of that cycle of messing it up and then have to rebuild it instead of just having it already set.
Already together.
And that's what Antonio said, teaching financial literacy, which is so important. And just teaching like about finances in general, like, because my son already got scammed.
Oh my God.
It was like account. I was so mad.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
I was so mad. My baby was so gullible, man. Got my baby money. He got scammed. We got it back though, and it was a learning lesson for him. But like, definitely like teaching them like financial literacy about finances and about how things are, how things operate. Another thing is like not like using violence for punishment, like not whipping them. Because I know when we came up, we got whippings.
Man,
and some whippings don't work. Like whippings don't work for everybody. Like just get out of that habit. There's other things you can do to like punish your kids. So yeah.
True.
I think for me, something that I'm doing is I go to counseling, to talk out some things, because hurt people. And, if you don't deal with your own pains and like quote unquote demons and stuff, that's the kind of stuff that you pass on to your kids. So it's like you have to kind of put yourself in the healthiest space as possible to be a good fit parent, so that your kids aren't having to heal from being your child.
Yeah. That's
definitely
a good one,
that is really good.
You got to think back to like our parents' generation. Like they felt like if you go see a counselor or a therapist, something is wrong with you. That's not what Black people do. It was kind of like a shame.
Yeah, people were ashamed to be like, oh, I gotta go to counseling, or you need counseling. Like, no, I don't. People are just in denial, but there's nothing wrong with getting counseling.
Yes, Wiseline said, but you want to make sure you teach them the
value of a dollar.
Absolutely. That's where the financial literacy comes into place.
Yep. Save some, spend some. Got to. By teaching our children to avoid toxic peer pressure. Yeah. Peer pressure is crazy nowadays. I mean, if you think about it, you got kids learning about sex in elementary school from
third grade, second grade.
Yeah, like they know what giving head is in like second grade. Craziness.
That's crazy.
And the things about the drugs, and now like the big thing, teenage vaping. Like we got the signs all over the school about like teen vaping and all that stuff. And it's just like it's a lot of peer pressure going on these days. So kudos to you for like teaching your kids how to like get out of that.
Ray said getting married and working to stay married.
That's a good one, right? Because a lot of people
they don't have
in our
examples.
generation don't value marriage, and it's not because they might not want to be married. It's maybe because they're what they've seen as marriage hasn't been successful, and they probably just don't want to do it. So if you set an example, then that might encourage your kids to want to fight for a marriage, be married, but not be miserable, be happily married.
Speaking of marriage, I want to shout out my parents. They just had their 41st anniversary on the 18th. So, yeah.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Aww.
Yeah, I had to throw that
Black
in there.
love.
Black love still exists. All right. Ray said, unless it's unbearable. All right.
I mean, there are some things that do warrant them getting their butt beat. Like, I'm not, but I don't feel like every punishment should be a whooping. But I'm not saying totally stray away from it, because sometimes
they need a whooping.
They need that.
Right.
Candace said, have open conversations with my kids about anything that's going on in their life. Even though we think they don't have much to talk about, these kids be going through for real. Right. That's true.
And anxiety amongst children is at an all-time high. Yep. So, I mean, you may not notice signs of anxiety, but you got to pay attention to your kids, because they'll tell you if you're listening. Don't be that parent that your kids can't talk to you and talk to you about stuff.
If they can't come to you, they're going to learn from them streets. So you might want to be less judgmental and just more open to listening, because these kids be going through it. Like, they ain't lying.
Yeah.
Antonio said, get them kids help while they're young. Instead of saying ain't nothing wrong with him, he just act like his daddy.
Amen.
I ain't say that right.
Because his daddy.
He just act like his daddy. He just act like his daddy.
He just like it, or she just like her mama.
Exactly.
No, like, yeah.
Mama is crazy. Go get that baby some therapy and some counseling, okay?
And there is nothing wrong with that. Sometimes they just need to be able to talk to somebody that they feel like will not punish them.
Or judge them.
Yeah, they don't want to feel like they can get in trouble for just being honest about how they feel or what they are thinking or what they've experienced. Because some parents just don't know how to do that.
Right. That part. Hey, Deshaun.
Period.
Final thoughts. What are some things you're doing to break generational curses? Financial literacy was the top answer. I like that. I don't know. I really like that.
Number 2 answer was counseling. Right?
Yeah, number 2. Definitely.
And I think number 3 is working on having those healthy marriages and like relationships.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Because, I mean, too many people grow up watching their family, like someone in their family being physically, emotionally abused. Like, so healthy
abuse is real.
Abuse is real. And a lot of kids grow up witnessing that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's time to kind of lighten the mood.
All right, let's do it. Do it now.
What? You activated?
She's activated.
I'm activated.
She's activating.
It's Carter time?
Y'all activated.
Activate
I'm
the
awake.
shoulders, girl.
I'm awake now. Yes. Quarter time.
Oh, can't wait to see this.
So, what is the best sex trick you've pulled out in the bedroom that made your partner ask, "Oh, who taught you that?" What was it? Please share, because I'm taking
I don't
notes.
have one.
I got a pen and paper.
Isn't that crazy? I don't have one. Nobody said who taught you that.
Well, even if they say who taught you that, but maybe not that exact phrase. But had them
where you learn that from?
Where
Charity?
they do
No,
that?
kidding.
Like,
I know yours.
girl, I might have a few.
You want to go first?
Go with your top one.
I'm trying to be like Londa. I'm pleading the 5th.
Oh my lord!
So
you like to plead the 5th a lot, because it was a question at the live.
I don't recall,
and you wouldn't answer that question.
I don't recall.
But we gonna let Carter say what her thing was.
Who taught you that?
Who taught you that, girl? First of all, who taught you that, Carter?
She's not gonna say who.
Well, nobody had to teach
Nobody taught you.
She just learned on her
own.
It's just like one of those things. Like, don't nobody be practicing their moves outside of.
I do.
Okay, because I was like, is it just me?
Girl, be like,
because I'll be running in the mirror. I'll be like,
trick.
let me see if I could. Okay, I can put my leg right here.
Sometimes
all right,
I
angle.
get some tricks.
This is
from
my
the
good
board.
side.
So are you gonna tell us the trick or no?
Yeah.
We need to know. Inquiring minds want to learn. I know.
Inquiring minds want to know. Okay.
Okay, what is it?
So no, I'm just gonna say
which one?
Honey Big Ted.
Honey, what?
Honey baked egg. That's it.
Honey
Leave it at
baked
that.
egg.
Head.
Honey baked head. What are you
Honey
using? Honey baked ham?
baked.
Like you gotta get. You
I
cannot
know.
just say honey baked head. and
Need
leave
more
it at
than that. I'm
What
like,
is honey baked
my
head?
mind is like wondering, like
Exactly. So get your own version
Honey?
of it. Mm-hmm.
And the baked part.
Are you use? Do
Lost.
you use honey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And was
there
it
some kind of
okay,
heat involved?
baked, is it your mouth creating the heat?
I don't know. Is there some heat involved?
No, there's an external source of heat.
Okay.
Where's the
What
bakes
is-
coming
we
from?
gonna talk after.
Yeah,
We gonna
after the
talk
last-
after
So
But she don't want to
Okay,
give
if
me
you got your
that.
imagination
Come
going,
on.
I just dropped you the name. You figure it out your version of it.
Wow.
Because I got mine.
Y'all so prudish.
Yeah.
Like, why you won't tell us what it is? Like,
I
you ain't got a
little
patent
bit.
on that, baby.
It said, "Who taught you that? What did they teach you? You ain't tell us."
Yeah.
Ain't nobody teach me that.
Okay, well, teach us.
Wait, why y'all going up on Virgos in the comments?
Hey, May.
Cause if you let me tell y'all something, people be saying Virgos are prudes and all this stuff. If you get you a
called us prudes.
Virgo,
You just called us prudes.
and if you get you a Virgo and they ready to go there with you and they trust you, boy, they gonna teach you some things in the bedroom.
Can you?
So what is yours? Who taught you that?
Okay, so I had this one move. I ain't gonna lie that I pulled on my man, and the reason why. I mean, I have a few, but I'm gonna tell y'all this one. The reason why I'm gonna tell y'all this one because as soon as I was doing it, he said, "Where you get that from?" Don't be underestimating me. So let me just describe it. I'm so tired of y'all put me on the spot, but y'all don't want to tell what y'all's secret sauce is. So
Secret sauce.
You just need you a nice little couch or whatever, and you
Okay.
get, and they sit on the couch,
Mhm.
and you sit on them facing this way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
you know how that song say, "Grab your ankles,
Mm-hmm.
Bojangles,
Mm-hmm.
grab your ankles."
Your ankles are his ankles.
Yeah, you can grab your ankles, his ankles, whichever ankles.
Whatever ankles you can reach.
Whichever ankles you can reach. Hey, if you got it like that, put your palms on the floor. And you
Bounce that.
Bounce that. Let me see you get low.
Shake that till you can't no more. Hey.
Hey.
Okay.
And
Okay.
there it is.
Yeah, I'm
You
telling
have a
you.
visual.
There you go.
Okay.
They always hating on us for real.
Oh my God! Somebody told me get you a Libra.
He said I was
Get
about to
you
get
a
an
Libra.
uppercut, y'all. He said I
Who
was
taught
about to
you
get
that?
an uppercut because
And Cardi
I
minds you
had
wondering.
I had did a move.
It was a new one.
That
was
was
new.
He
That
wanted
was
to know
new.
about the new
So he
move.
thought I had learned it from somebody else, but he's so stupid. I just did it in my head.
Ray
just
said he
learned it.
likes vibrating inside a chick. How do you do that?
Oh, you know
How do you
what?
do
That's a
that?
good trick too, Ray. Y'all ladies should try that too.
Vibrating inside.
I mean, I'm trying to get a visual.
Vibrating.
I don't. Is it like the one on the battery?
No, vibrating
Come
like
on it, boo boo.
vibrating.
Oh, like having like a whole little seizure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
He's talking about
Gotcha.
10 years later. The trick came
Who
10 years
said
later.
2 years later?
10 years later, that's when
10
that
years
trick came.
later. Hey, Angie. Log off, sis.
Because Virgos are smart.
Log
May
off.
say porn.
You
Yup.
can learn some stuff.
That's where she got it
watching.
from.
Porn will teach you some things. I
You
did not
sure
get
can,
that from-
but
I did not
please
get
know
that
your
from porn.
limits.
That just came
Know
in
your
the
limits,
of the moment, y'all.
Know your limits.
Don't be
If
bouncing on
she
nothing
look
that
like she 18 doing it and you 42, just
You can
modify it. Modify it. Modify it. Don't be up here.
We are very smart, Londa. That's
Don't
one
be
of
up
my
here
favorite
doing-
Virgos right there, baby.
That's funny.
Don't be up here doing the thing.
What did I just walk
so y'all
into?
ain't gonna have me be the only
Secrets.
one that come up.
I'm trying to
with
think.
my moves.
I don't
so
have
y'all
a
better
move.
tell me what y'all done pulled.
Exactly, because that was a good move.
Girl, everybody on here capping.
Exactly.
Everybody they don't want to tell
Ray
us.
said he vibrate his waist.
Ray's the only honest Abe on here. Everybody
Ray, you gonna have to
else-
do a demonstration for that.
Oh, demo.
Demo.
Demo. Antonio need to learn how to vibrate that waist, boy.
The way these knees set up, don't worry, Faye.
So the way these
You
knees
gotta
set up.
do it. If your knees ain't good, if you ain't got no mag knees or whatever,
Don't grab your ankles then. Just grab your calves.
Just gotta space it out. You know, hit him with a couple times,
Couple bounces, and then-
let
and
him
then
get
switch it
himself
up.
together because he gonna be like, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
don't. Yeah,
and
you don't gotta
then
get off
rest
on
your
the-
knees and then go hit him with a couple more. Boom, 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 boom,
Or
boom.
sometimes you can put one leg on the
You
floor. We cheat. I'm
Hey.
cheating.
One leg
I'm
up.
cheating.
So that's the only move you're going to share is honey baked
The
ham.
honey baked ham. But not honey baked
Hey,
ham.
You
Honey
guys
baked
are
head.
so wild.
Honey
Y'all
baked
know what,
head. Honey
Chandra?
baked head.
You ain't got
I don't have a
nothing.
move.
She got no moves, y'all. That might be boring.
Might be. My new name.
Yeah. Candy said you ain't tell us nothing. You just gave us a name. Y'all, my
Yeah, you
got a
did
name
it.
too. It's called Bojangles.
I did. I said you use honey, and it's an external source
But you
of
didn't
heat.
tell
Yeah.
them. That's what they're saying. You didn't tell them.
Okay, I see y'all. The audience ain't saying nothing. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Next
did.
topic. 'Cause
Yeah.
Y'all really
I did.
being prudish.
They can pick their external
here.
source of heat.
Prudish.
They can pick it.
up in here.
They want a blow
It's a
dryer.
couple. I mean, I don't think that's sexy. But
I'm
just
trying
trying
to
to figure out, like,
you're
what-
telling us. If you was telling us what the movie is, I see. We gone.
okay.
And she can't twerk, but she was twerking and she twerked and she twerked. Goodbye.
twerked.
Get out of here.
All
You
right.
spelled twerking wrong.
Right.
she twerked.
She twerked.
Turks and Caicos.
All right, next topic. Is it okay that a man doesn't pay for a woman's food on the first date?
Is
Is it okay?
I'll say this. If she invited him on the date, yes, it is okay that he did not.
Because she invited him.
Because she invited him.
But if he invited her, I feel like if a guy invites you on a date, then he should pay for the date.
Okay. Do you
Unless
feel,
y'all
do you feel
decide-
like
But unless ahead of time y'all already decided, like,
That y'all going Dutch.
yeah, or yeah.
So wait. So do you agree with Carter that if a woman invites a man on a date or mentions that they want to hang out, that she should be paying, or do you still feel like?
I feel like he should still pay
Why is that?
because
It was her invitation.
that's fine.
Because he's a man.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I feel like a real man will not let a woman pay. That's just my personal opinion.
See, now you're judging somebody's masculinity based on
And
if
that's-
they're gonna pay for
I
a
said
date.
that's
that
my
a
opinion.
woman invited them on.
That's my opinion.
We know.
Take it how you want.
It gets a little bit sexist, but yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. I mean, that's how I was brought up. I mean, man pay.
I think eventually in time they'll probably pay for majority of the dates, but I mean,
Yeah.
if she invites him,
I
don't
mean,
see why
as
not.
you start, like, if you could become like an item with this person, y'all start dating, then yeah, y'all can start alternating dates. But if it's a first date and he invited you, or even if you invited him, I feel as a man you should pay.
Oh, okay.
That's my.
Everybody entitled to their own opinion.
That's what my daddy told me.
Wiseline said, "Hell to the no." And Londa said, "Chivalry, please pay." And Wiseline also came back and said, "I don't care if I invited him, he needs to pay."
Purr.
Then I put my little coins up.
Okay.
Big purr.
But if she
Hey,
offered that-
turquoise. I ain't mean this.
I agree with Candace.
Candace said,
What
I
did
agree.
you
If
say?
she invites him, she should pay. But if he offered, then I'll put my little coins up.
Yeah,
I agree. If you invited him,
you should have the
you should
intentions
be
of paying.
you should have at least have the intentions on in paying because you the one who set up the date.
Not I set the cat.
I'm not asking no. I never had to ask a man out on a date, so I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
But I feel like if, like in this day and time, if you invite somebody on a date, man or woman, you should be going there with the intentions on paying.
Nah,
If you invited them,
I disagree.
yeah, we got it. what do y'all say? Because Ray said
Alonda
if it's
said
a place
agree.
I don't want to go, I'm damn sure not paying for her. Hey,
She made you do it.
Tony else say man pay, woman
Man
lay.
lay.
So if that man expected her to lay it low later,
Seriously, on the first date, Tony. On the first
No.
date, bro.
No, bruh.
Really, on the first date?
Turquoise said, if it's discussed prior to that, y'all are going Dutch, then no. But if he invites, yes.
some people do get up on the first date, Carter.
You just never know.
Interesting.
Don't act like you never gave it up on the first date. But you had a one night stand before.
I never said that.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
Episode 32. Go back
That
and
was
watch
not
it.
episode 32.
She just be making
She
up stuff
be
in
making
line.
stuff up. She be
Carter,
making
you
stuff
said
up.
on episode 32.
I
Y'all
did
go back and watch
not.
episode 32.
Yeah, go back and watch episode
Let's
32.
look for it.
And tell
Y'all go
me.
watch
And
episode
tell me.
32.
And tell me. And tell me.
You're going to be disappointed.
Make sure you like it when you watch it too.
Oh my gosh. Guys, if you have not shared the live, hit share right now. Share the live and make sure you are following us on all of our platforms.
Do that. Do that. Do that. Do that.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so let me, because you say the man should pay. So if a woman say they want to go out on a date with a man, and they end up going to Capitol Grill on the date, and the tab come up to like $200.
He's paying.
And boom, the man like, oh, well, I thought you was paying.
Not going to Capital
First of all, we're not going to no
why would he thought
restaurants
you
that
thought
early on because
why would he think that you're a man?
It's always a possibility that he gonna try to dine and dash on you. So I would not go to no place that I can't afford.
First of all,
we're not doing that on the first date.
Why would he just assume whether I invited you or not? You're a man at the end of the day. So pay.
Maybe.
I can't wait.
There's
till
no maybe.
I can't wait till Chandra's son start dating.
You ain't gonna be paid
and
for
she
these
got
little
these same
he knows he needs to pay.
She got these same views.
He know he needs to pay. He need to pay. Shoot. You want to go on a date? Pay.
He didn't ask
you want
her.
to take
She
your
asked
mama
him.
out? Pay.
She asked him.
Pay.
He ain't asked her. I ain't even really want to go with her. I just thought the meal was free.
Pay. Pay.
Well, moving on. We got a hot topic in the media.
Wait,
Most recently, we got another comment.
You want me to pay on the first date? Duh.
I was talking about
And then Turquoise said, I'm not paying unless the D in head is A1.
You gonna know that from the first date.
Nope,
Turquoise.
that's why she not
Y'all
paying.
had some stuff going on.
She
before
not
that date.
paying until
That's
she
why
know
she's
what
not
she
paying
for. She said
right.
She
She
not
didn't know
paying
she
until
paying for. Now if you head over heels, girl, break that bread.
All right. Y'all up.
If her vibe is trash, I'll act like I'm going to the bathroom, then go pay for my food. Why don't you just be real with her and say the vibe is off?
Oh, said the girl who stepped out on the date and didn't tell them.
I don't recall that.
Go back to episode 25.
First of all, I was like 20.
Go back to episode 25. She discussed that.
That was before I blossomed into womanhood. I was still a little young whippersnapper.
Well, moving on to the hot topic in the media. Well, one of the hot topics in media, because there's a few.
There is a few.
There's a few. You got the George Floyd verdict of guilty on all counts.
What's his name? Something Chauvin.
And then the shooting
Derek
in Minnesota.
Derek Chauvin.
Yep.
Was found guilty. But the latest news story that is on the headlines is the Ma'Khia Bryant shooting. And if you guys are not familiar with it, she was the 16-year-old who got shot by the officers.
4 times.
4 times.
In the chest.
For pulling a knife on a woman or attempting to stab a woman in the midst of a altercation.
Yeah, they came to her home to jump her. And
so, yeah, apparently she called the cops.
And came and asked the cops to come and help her because people had showed up.
But when
on
the
her
cops showed up,
too.
I don't understand why she didn't just stop though. Why didn't everything just, you know what I'm saying? Like if you called the
I don't
cops,
know, it might have been
hard to
late.
say
I'm
in
just
the heat of
thinking.
the moment.
Yeah, it's hard to say
and
what
also
happened.
The officer said, "Get on the ground, get on the ground." If you got tunnel vision, you don't know what. I mean, somebody came to your house to attack you. You're in the zone. If somebody say get on the ground, how I know that's not somebody who came with them? Like I can't say for sure that she saw that the police was there. That was a
they
police
didn't
officer
ignore.
that
They
was
didn't.
addressing
I
her.
don't.
He never
Addressed
himself.
who, yeah.
All of this, mind you, all this stuff happened within, I think, 15 seconds of him arriving on the scene. So, I meant to say that you can expect somebody in the heat of the moment, boom, stop, drop, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of...
Did anybody watch the video? If so, like, what are your thoughts on the video?
I mean, I watched
as to
the
what
video,
happened. All right.
And I mean, at the point where she was getting shot, she did have her, hand drawn back as if she was getting ready to, because she had the girl pinned up on the car as if she was getting ready to stab
her.
I just feel like shot 4 times in the chest. If you're trying to detain someone or trying to de-escalate a situation, first of all, officers are trained to apprehend weapons from people. That's first and foremost. So she just had a knife, not a gun. So at any moment he could have gone and apprehended her.
There were several officers.
So she could have been apprehended. Yeah. You could have shot her in the leg, not in the chest. She didn't have a gun. She had a knife. So she's not trained, Army, Navy. She's not, trained for combat. So it's not like you're going to shoot her in the leg and she's going to continue to carry out her mission of stabbing who she wanted to stab. So I feel like you could have shot her in the leg and easily have ended the situation versus shooting her 4 times in the chest.
But keep in mind also that a knife is a deadly weapon, especially how close she was with her.
That's fine, but you
I know, I'm just saying though.
Well,
so you're what life are
could've...
you saving? That's what it is. It came down to
I'm
not excusing what he did
with that because when you think about the 17-year-old boy that was walking around with a rifle that shot people in the Black Lives Matter protest.
Yeah.
And police gave him water, and when the crowd was telling the police that he shot 2 people, let him walk past the scene. My issue with this situation is, it seems like if you're a non-black or brown person, they know how to de-escalate the situation. However, when they show up to a scene and it involves black or brown people, excessive force is the first and only option.
Deadly.
That's my opinion.
I agree with that. It is deadly force. And like Carter actually said earlier, he could have shot her in the leg.
Yep.
Why did it have to be 4 shots to the chest?
Or he could have did a warning shot. Hello.
I mean, and then it's crazy when you go back and you see all these domestic terrorists that are most likely white men that walk away unscathed from situations where they've killed multiple people because they've had a very bad day. And nothing happens to them, but you see one girl and she has a knife and all hell breaks loose and now she's dead.
Yeah. But that's like the guy that shot up the black church and killed those people.
And he went to Burger King?
Yes, they stopped him at Burger King for like a meal. Like you said, is when depending on what color the people are determines on the force that they're using. Right. Adrian said she watched it. I think it was too much deadly force. Leg shots. Like, so why not leg shots? I definitely agree with that.
Okay. Turquoise said it's protocol to shoot. I think by him shooting, he reacted too quick. But she was too close to the other lady to shoot her in the leg.
Mm-hmm.
She would seem like she was a little too close for him to shoot her in the chest too. I was wondering the whole time. I didn't watch the video.
She was super close. She was super close.
I didn't watch the video. I just saw still shots of it.
Basically, she was like
yeah. So
hovering
was
over
he
her.
not afraid that he was gonna shoot the
other lady?
The bullet was gonna go through her.
That he was saving. And the cop originally also said that the girl was about to attack him with a knife. So I don't know when that got misconstrued in the video.
Antonio said,
you take your ass to somebody's house. You better be ready to get whatever they give you. I think you should go to jail for that girl's death.
Oh, the people that went to her house?
Yeah, like you go to somebody's house to jump them like you're on their property. You have the right to defend yourself.
Right. Imagine somebody come to your house and you're trying to stand your ground, and when the police show up, you end up dead. That's
crazy. Even though the police probably, clearly didn't know the difference between who lived there and who didn't, and who was the aggressor.
I think it just comes down to, like you said, them de-escalating situation when it's people of color, brown and black people.
Yeah,
they don't de-escalate it with the minimal force, but it's always the excessive force.
Right, always the excessive.
Wiseline said, "I can't watch the video. Where are the gangbangers when we need them for these thugs in blue?" I agree. I refuse to watch the video. I am so tired of opening myself up to black trauma. I'm just done with it. I can read the story and you can tell me what happened. I just don't want to visually see it anymore. I'm done.
I feel like, but this is nothing new. Like, this has been going on so long. It's just that now that we have social media and people are aware, make like a recording and uploading stuff, we're just more aware of what's going on. Yeah. This is nothing new. This has been going on for so long.
It's not. Turquoise said, I watched the whole video and in slow motion. Warning shot. They were still fighting when the police arrived.
Yeah, they were.
She said she should have stopped fighting and stayed in her house after she called the police. Who was she in? Who confirmed that she was inside the house when she called the police?
I mean, she had to call the police from somewhere, though.
Well, she could have had a cell phone. How do you know she called from inside the house?
This is what I'm saying, though. If she had time to call the police, that means she wasn't fighting at that moment. That's what she's saying.
I don't know. I just think people.
I see everybody's viewpoint.
Are placing judgments and high expectations on a 16-year-old child that they probably wouldn't even be able to meet. That's just my opinion, because I've seen grown adults not be able to control themselves when a fight is going on, or somebody, like, you feel totally disrespected if somebody comes to your front door. I know at my front door, you come to my front door, that's the ultimate disrespect, to try and lay hands on me. I don't know what the situation was, so I'm not going to sit back and try to say she should have X, Y, Z, or whatever. Because at the end of the day, we all have to remember this is a child that we are dealing with, not a grown woman, a 16-year-old child. So y'all have to also keep in mind, just to go back to when you were 16, like, can you honestly say that if some girls rolled up to your house to fight you, that you would have stayed inside your house?
I would have. I never got in a fight.
I tell y'all what.
So
roll up to 2419 for me.
I'm just saying, I never got in a fight.
And you would have got all the smoke you was looking for from all whoever in the house. If my nephew was in the house, you was gonna get the smoke from him too, baby. Just know that. That's all I'm saying. It's just a lot of stuff that saying that this should happen, this should have happened, but keep in mind, this is a 15-second window from when that video started to that cop jumped out and shot that girl 4 times. 15 seconds is a very short time to be making like life or death decisions and saying this should have happened, that should have happened.
You didn't have time to necessarily think. Yeah. So, Sharina said people only get shot in the leg in the movies, not in actual practice. And Adrian said, but why?
Because they trained them to shoot. I thought, if I'm not mistaken, Sharina, I know your husband is a police officer. They trained them to shoot like in the large areas, like to kill. If I'm not mistaken, that's the training. But I could be wrong. And Torka said, but if you watch the video, you would see a dude kick the other chick in the head, and the officers didn't even touch him. He shot at the aggressor. I can't place judgment on the video because Torka, I didn't watch the video, but I do know that they said that was the girl's father. And from my understanding, these were grown women. So I know you have teenage daughters. So imagine some grown women rolling up to fight your teenage daughters. I'm pretty sure it's going to be some kicking and some other stuff going on as well. Okay, then Wiseline said, agree, Angie, then girls need to go to jail. And then Sharina said, in any concealed weapons class and law enforcement, it's too small of a target. That's why she said, don't shoot in the leg.
Oh, because you're not guaranteed to hit.
But she wasn't that skinny.
Oh, listen
here. She was thick.
I was not playing when I said the nephews. My nephews will give you the business too, baby.
She was kind of thick. He could have gotten that thigh.
So silly.
I'm being so
serious. You watched it from the beginning. Well, what was the beginning was only from from the beginning to when he shot her. If I'm not mistaken, when I was reading the article, it said that all happened within a 15-second time.
It was very quick.
From him rolling up on the scene to her being shot. That all happened in 15 seconds.
That was very quick. I don't know. I didn't see a video. I didn't really look for a video that somebody might have posted of the altercation starting from the beginning, kind of when the people first came to her house. But I did see the body cam footage for him. But yeah,
it's a lot going on. Like the 7-year-old that died in that drive-through at McDonald's. Yeah. The car got shot up.
Yeah. And then LeBron posted, I don't know, LeBron's been catching heat for commenting on this. He posted a tweet. And he posted a picture of the officer who shot Miss Bryant, and he was like, "You're next." And when he put like a time, like a hourglass, and was like hashtag accountability. So he eventually took it down, but LeBron's been catching a lot of heat for posting that and for posting like his feelings and stuff about the situation. But I mean, at the end of the day, some people are going to say the officer did the right thing, and some people are going to say that he could have handled the situation different because she was not armed with a gun. She was armed with a knife. And if you can de-escalate people who have guns in certain situations, how couldn't you stop a person who had a knife?
I watched a whole video of a police officer running around their car from a white man with a bat. This one was a knife.
Oh, okay.
You have a gun and a taser.
I saw the bat one.
Not one time did he ever think to pull out any of his weapons.
I saw one with the bat like that
on the man,
and the officer was like this.
My thing is that
at the end of the day, they choose how to escalate a situation based on the race of the suspect or victim or whoever it is in that situation. That's what it boils down to.
Kingo said aiming at her chest clearly proves he wanted her dead. Officers know most people don't live through shots to the chest.
It's sad. Hopefully we can get it together. But
y'all teach y'all kids not to go to people's house starting stuff. Because when you go to people's house, you don't know what they're coming out the house with. You don't know what kind of trouble you're going to get. You don't know if they're gonna open their door and pour some boiling hot grits on you. You just don't know. Don't go to people's house to fight. I've never done that. But if you come to my house, you just might get some boiling hot grits. Do not come to my house. Period.
Adrian said Brown Ryan don't care about catching heat. He's unbothered. That part. That is true.
So that was some very stimulating conversation, guys, with that whole situation, and I'm sure more things will unfold as the week continues. But just keep the Bryant family in your prayers, because at the end of the day, they
They
just
lost
lose a
a child.
daughter.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's lighten things up a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little
Just a
bit.
little bit. You gotta read it. It's not up yet.
Oh, sorry.
You gotta
Okay.
read it. It's not up yet.
So, babe,
Baby.
have a
Baby.
key to your spots.
Baby.
But the shoe ain't on the other foot. You don't have a key to base spots.
Y'all, come
Is there
get
something wrong with this?
Me. Come get me when y'all
Duh.
start making some sense.
That ain't babe.
Who giving out keys to
First
this
of all,
place and not getting
It-
keys?
not
this
getting
was
one
sent-
in
This was
return.
sent in for
This
a
topic-
friend of a friend.
Yeah, this was sent in topic.
Like a friend of a friend sent this in because apparently they friend need to hear the truth about why they boo got a key to their spot, but they don't have
got
a
no
key
key.
to their base spot.
First of all, if you have a key to my spot and I don't have a key to your spot, give me my key back and we're done. Like, what the heck? Why don't I have a key?
Why wasn't
why-
a mutual conversation to say we're
yeah.
gonna exchange keys? I mean, maybe it could be to the point where one person is moving faster than the other one, and that
Slow
person
down.
decided, here, you can have a key to my place, but that person wasn't in the same place and decided,
Well, then
I'm
they
not
should.
ready for that.
They should
Look,
have
the
gave
man's
the key.
once I feel like this. Once a man is willing to give a woman a key to his place, then I feel like it's okay for her to give up that key. But until you get that mutual thing, until he's in a place where he is that confident in his monogamicity,
Monogamicity, baby.
We don't know. We just said base, so you don't know if this is the man has a key to the woman house or
Right.
the woman have a key to the man.
It's
house.
one or the other. So,
So, I
you
mean,
right.
one
I
has
think
a
y'all
key.
take a
It could
conclusion.
be.
I
I
take a
don't want to
conclusion.
say this automatically is the man who didn't want to give up his key.
It could be
we
the
don't know what
woman.
the situation is. So I'm just saying. I think it just could be that they are in two different spaces.
definitely.
And it could be that person said, I'm not ready to exchange keys. And that person was like, well, you know what? I'm still going to go ahead and give you my key. You know, if you want to stop by, whatever. So, I
But
mean,
if
that's
you're-
up to them. That's you.
I feel like if a person doesn't want to give up a key, there's something else going on, possibly.
I wouldn't even say necessarily has to be something going on, but it's just kind of like that's
Possibly.
that you ain't really got to call before you come no more. Like it's just like I feel like giving a
wrong with
key is like a few years down the road. Like,
Well, we don't know where they are, so we can't assume.
Some people
but
just move
I
too
just
fast.
That
I just
part.
feel like if it's not a mutual thing, I don't feel like one party should be giving up a key. Like if it's like circumstantial, like I have spare keys to my house, so if it's a circumstance where babe might be on my side of town and may need to come and shower or whatever at my house and get ready because they got something else going on, instead of them going all the way back to their house, then I might let you borrow one of my spare keys for that moment or for that situation. But just like to give you a full-on key and I don't have unlimited access to your home, I don't see that going or flying.
Ego said, whoever don't have a key but giving out a key obviously want the other person to move in. LOL.
Candace said they stupid.
She said they still have to call even with that key. They
Right.
still have to call even. She said
No
they
pop-ups,
stupid.
Candace? No
Well,
pop-ups?
she said they stupid.
No pop-ups.
Up
They can't do
there.
pop-ups.
She said
Look,
they
if you got a
stupid.
key, you would dang the litter. You don't have to
scroll
call.
up.
You don't have to
Oh, you got
call.
that
Mm-hmm.
Just pop up.
Sharina said his mama said she can't have the key to her house.
His mama
so you
said-
can't live with his mama, girl.
Oh
Get
my
out of here.
God. His mama said.
I mean,
Took
maybe the
down the
other
speaker.
person could have roommates, and the roommate like yo significant other cannot. I don't feel comfortable with your significant other having a key to our place. Maybe that could be an issue. I mean,
Well,
it's-
yeah,
it
if
could be-
there's roommates, I think that's a little bit different. But
That
if it's your
is, yeah.
own place, if you're not living with your parents and it's your own apartment, whether it's a one bedroom, a studio, or a house,
Adrian said, because they don't want you in there finding random earrings, panties, dildos. I'm just saying, don't be popping up over here. That's what this is. And that is possibly what it is.
I don't know. I just, for me to give up a key, and it's just a certain level of commitment that, and it's not even that I have anything to hide. It's just like, I gotta be like, we're in that place. And if I don't feel like we're in that place, I probably wouldn't even feel comfortable taking a key from a guy because I feel like he would want it to be reciprocal. So if I can't reciprocate it, I wouldn't even take it.
Mm-hmm.
So don't take somebody else's key if you're not willing to give them a key.
Antonio said, if I'm paying for this, I'm getting a key. No.
Child, you
No.
get a key because you paying the mortgage.
don't get a key
baby.
for
That's
paying for
why you
dates,
getting a
right.
key, baby, you get all the keys.
You can go on how many dates you want. You ain't getting no key for no date.
At all.
No, it
Not
don't
at
work
all.
like that.
Not just no regular. Even if
Regular.
it was Capital Grill.
I think you need more context to know why one person got the key
And why
another
one
person
don't.
got the key. I mean, if it's just that the person just don't want you in the beehive,
Space. Maybe don't feel comfortable having the key
reason,
right now.
or y'all just not on the same page relationship wise. I mean, it could be a few reasons why.
It could be, but
you
either
need to
way.
understand why you give out the key and they don't.
Candace
want
said, to be honest, if we made it to the key sharing, we should have the same key to the same house.
I guess.
Yeah.
So
Some
basically, if
people
we
don't
share
like to
keys
live together
Just yet?
prematurely, like
Yeah,
before
they-
marriage,
Yeah.
some
They
people
might be waiting.
Waiting for what? If you ain't waiting for that, you ain't waiting for nothing else.
They might be waiting until they
That's
get married.
not true.
Waiting till
Or waiting
'Cause
to
waiting for what?
engage before
they move in together.
Mm.
Because that's a big you playing house for real when you start moving in together and
Dang.
splitting bills and all that other kind of stuff, and that's how you get tied into somebody a little bit too much. And when you try to break up, it's like, oh dang, the light's in my name or this, and then it make it harder to split up. So some people don't.
Kingo
want
said,
to.
"Giving me the key proves no other man be coming over there like I do." Agree.
All right, yeah.
It does
okay.
prove that, but at the end of the day, you don't have to give up a key to prove that you're faithful.
Right.
There's other ways to prove faithfulness than just giving somebody a key. So,
Turquoise said, no key if you're not paying the rent, lights, or internet.
You gonna pay that
her,
money? You the key, Turquoise, you gonna
and
pay that?
her, and not no or. Did you pay $60 for my
Period.
internet? Think you about to get a key?
If you just paying the internet, you ain't getting no key.
Right. They might have Spectrum paying $24.99 a month. Talking about getting a key for $24.99 a month. But
If you're not paying the rents, lights, or internet. Rents, lights, and internet.
all of that.
All of that.
Oh man.
Final thoughts.
My final thought is I need more information before I can come to a conclusion.
My final thoughts is if you giving up a key and you ain't getting the key, then something wrong. And it might not be like on his part or her part. It just might be something's wrong with that whole situation.
If it's not mutual, if y'all are both not in the same place at the same time in terms of wanting to exchange keys or door codes or whatever they may have, like, then don't rush it. Just, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So if y'all been getting along fine without having keys to each other's place, then y'all aren't collectively at that same space at the same time. Don't rock the boat. Just keep doing what y'all been doing.
Wisely said some of y'all talking spicy, knowing good and well. Well, who talking spicy, Wisely?
Knowing good and well what?
Good and well what?
And
They
she
be
said,
talking
Turquoise
real
said, no, they
spicy.
have to pay it all.
They
to
be
get that
talking
key.
real spicy, bruh. Turquoise say, you better pay it. You gotta pay everything. Turquoise, you better be busting it wide open. Somebody paying everything just for a key. Girl, you gonna give me more than a key.
I got the keys.
Better have a key to that. And that.
And it.
Oh! That's what I better have a key to. Everything.
Well, this is probably our last
is our last topic.
Last topic.
I need the key, the social security number, and the credit score. I'm just BSing. All right, last
Social security
topic.
number. That's funny.
What's your advice to a person secretly crushing on you?
Don't do it. I'm in a relationship.
Sean,
My
you're
advice-
the only one that can answer
My
that
advice
question.
is don't give up.
Let me tell you something. This is a hard
give
one
up.
to catch, bro.
Don't give
This is a
up.
hard one to catch.
Don't give up.
So you have to be willing to just keep at it to get my friend because she do not play the radio.
Don't
with
give
y'all
up.
jokers.
That's my advice.
Like,
Don't give up.
you got to prove that you want it, that you in it. No, but a personally secretly crushing on me.
First of all, if it's a secret, like,
But sometimes
No,
when
they-
people are
they
secretly
scared?
crushing on you, they might be scared to because
you might be intimidating?
Say something.
you might look
Strong
mean.
personality.
I've been told that I look mean.
Might look mean. They might see that you have a dominant personality or that you might have an A-type personality and they're a little more B-C type.
Well, guess
Or people
what?
don't like rejection.
Don't give up.
Yeah,
They just
and
haven't said
rejection.
nothing.
And rejection as well. I mean, if I was single, the advice that I would give would be to just casually shoot your shot. Like, I'm a kind of person where I like to be more like friends-ish. But I don't like to feel pressure. Like if somebody comes up to me and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I like you," and I just no, it might freak me out because I just feel like there's this whole expectation from their side, and it would like totally give me anxiety. But if you kind of just like play the card right and like do the whole friend thing and just kind of ease your way into hanging out and ease your way into stuff like that,
You might be able to
then you might have a better shot.
Slide in.
No, not signing into this boy.
Not right now. No, I was gonna say slide in the DM, but you was gonna get it out.
DMs. Oh, don't slide in my DMs. I don't check them.
She don't check them.
I'll be on social media like, don't slide in
my
DMs.
advice would be, I'm not single, but if I was single and you were crushing on me, be yourself, because that is gonna be the determining factor whether I like you or not. Don't come to me talking about what you can do for me, what you got, where you can take me. None of that stuff. I don't want to hear none of that stuff, because that is a turn off for me. I don't like for people to tell me what they can do for me.
Girl, I can buy you the world.
Or whatever, because I can do for myself. I don't need nobody.
That part.
Now, you can make me laugh. That's a plus.
Plus.
So my advice to somebody would be to just be yourself, and if it click, it click. If it don't, then that just ain't for you.
Kinga said, my advice is let me in on the secret, or I might accidentally date her friend. Go date her.
But he said accidentally. I mean, you can't get mad.
You gotta say
she can't get mad. Yeah, if you don't speak up, like what they say, closed mouths don't get fed.
If she don't know and it's a secret, she ain't gonna be mad. So
she can't be mad if you go for the friend. Can't be at all.
Candace said, if I was single, I'll tell them, don't be scared to shoot your shot. You never know. I might like you too. Period.
Tis true. You never know.
Do your thing. Don't be scared.
And Turquoise said, I'm taking it happy. I have a crush on Method Man, and I'm cool with knowing I may never be with him. So if you crushing, just keep it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself.
Well, yeah, that's why we put out those disclaimers if people were single.
You thinking, do that man got a key, and is he paying the rent, the lights, and that internet?
And the internet.
The rent,
and like
internet.
He paying the bills?
Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my
telephone bill? Can you pay my internet bill?
Or maybe you were not in that space. Did y'all swap keys yet?
Don't be putting her on blast.
Well, she might not even answer. She might.
Right.
Please, Turquoise says logged off the line.
Plead the
She don't
fifth.
gotta answer. Duh.
Plead the fifth.
Just be like
That's
Chandra,
what I do.
don't answer.
I was just about to say, just like that's what I do.
If you're secretly crushing on somebody, this is how I feel, and I always hate to see stuff like this in the movies where somebody's like, I didn't know you felt like what? Don't. I mean, life is too short, so
Shoot your shot.
You know,
Don't give up.
Shoot your shot and just go about it in the right way. I think what Angie said was really good advice. Be yourself. Maybe not come in and be like boom, like full blown aggressive, because you might scare some people away if you're too aggressive with your feelings. But definitely be yourself and shoot your shot, because you never know. They may like you too, or they may, once they know you're interested, they might start watching you and actually paying attention to you to see if it may possibly be something they might want to look into. So life's short. YOLO.
That's the best thing you can do is be yourself, because eventually you're gonna have to be yourself anyway.
Because that fakeness run out.
That fakeness, you get tired after about 3 months of being fake.
I know. It can only get you so far, baby.
Man, just be real. That way, whenever they start complaining about stuff that you do that's a part of your real personality, you can be like, but you meant me like this, and you be telling the truth.
Y'all be praying for y'all soulmates and stuff, and them men be in y'all DM trying to get at y'all, but y'all don't get no.
If you are in my DM, I'm telling you, I don't read that. Like you, first of all, I can't read it. But if I was single,
good man, and he over there asking you out on a date in your DM, and you keep ignoring him.
I don't check my DMs. I'm not even allowed to check my DMs right now. But if I was single, there ain't nothing but mess that come in DMs. I ain't about to look.
No, because sometimes I send you stuff.
It'll say LaShondra.
Duh, she talking about from people of the opposite sex that she ain't cool with like that, sending her messages. She ain't looking at.
Right.
That's what
I ain't checking for that.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Okay.
Well, guys, thank you for joining us for another episode of Side Eye Chats. Please follow us on our plethora of social media sites, because we don't like everything. Okay. Except for Pinterest.
We're not on Pinterest.
We gotta get Snapchat.
Oh, we do need Snap, so we can snap it up.
Hey.
But yeah, definitely follow us. Thanks for tuning in again.
Word of advice. We discussed this before the show. If y'all think your significant other might be stepping out on you, and you know who that person is, roll up to their house. And if that Wi-Fi connect, you got them.
Yeah, that Wi-Fi connect.
We got them.
We out the building. We out.
Bye, y'all. Bye-bye.